guys, Weeby News here. So today I'm going to be discussing Danganronpa Distrust, aka the beta version for Danganronpa 1. So some of you will probably be more familiar with Distrust than others, and if you've never heard of Distrust before, it's basically speaking the beta version of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. This, in and of itself, isn't what's notable about it, seeing as almost every video game has a beta version to it, but what is uncommon about this beta is how very different it is from the game it became. Danganronpa Distrust was far more gruesome than its successor. Firstly, Monokuma was not the adorable yet diabolical plush that he is in the official game, but an odd-looking human whose skin only covers half of his body. And by looking at some of the beta designs, we can see that Hope's Peak Academy looks a lot more like a bloodied abandoned warehouse rather than a school. Along with this, the executions were far more realistic and all the blood was colored red versus the hot pink we see in Danganronpa today. Some of the most significant examples of how much more brutal this game is when Beta Junko Enoshima is murdered by a guillotine stylized in the manner of manga panels, and when you compare Leon Kawada's Distrust execution versus the one in Danganronpa 1. Back in the March of 2015, the series creator Kazutaka Kodaka revealed to Polygon that the main reason they changed the setting of this game to a more pop art theme was to widen the appeal of the game. He states that Distrust was the original image of the game, obviously, and it was Psycho Shock, so essentially for us, that would be something like straight up gruesome horror. However, when we were thinking about whether or not to do it, we felt that the audience for that was really small. Even in a place like America, the audience would still be small, but because the population's bigger, it might sell more. But at the end of the day, things of that nature that are that gruesome and that dark, the audience is too small for us really to want to pursue that to its end. He also mentions that he felt like the red blood was too realistic and had no style, and that the reason they changed it was because they felt that the pink blood fit with the overall theme of Danganronpa better. He then expresses that he writes from a place of entertainment and fantasy rather than obsession with murder, and even the idea of Danganronpa taking place with high school students had to do more so with the style rather than the brutality of killing off teenagers. But not only did they change the graphic intensity of the game, but they also changed some of the gameplay seen in the class trials as well. In Distrust, there was a trust and distrust meter, which would show how much each of the other students trusted the player. It can be noted that this system is similar to the influence gauge we see in the finished games, but it's not confirmed if this was truly the earliest version of it or not. But the most interesting thing about this is that the story of the game can change entirely depending on how much each character trusts you. So building trust with different characters can essentially lead to different murders and outcomes. And the system was eventually implemented into Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. It can also be noticed that the weak points in the other characters' arguments are in a speech bubble rather than as they appear in the non-stop debates. Another noticeable difference between Distrust and Danganronpa 1 is the beta character designs versus the official designs. Some, like Mizuno's, look almost identical, where others, like Asahina's, changed quite a bit. My personal favorite is the very first beta design of Fukawa versus her official one. It really makes me wonder how she would have looked as Genocider in that beta version. But as you can see, many of the characters do look quite different than how they appear in the official game. And there is a sole video of Distrust where you can watch some of its official gameplay and the execution of Leon Kawada, also known as Kazuo Matsuzaki in the Distrust version. And another thing interesting about that video is that it actually seems like Kirigiri is the first person murdered rather than Mizuno. But anyways, I thought this was just some fun trivia. It's something I really enjoyed and a video I'd been wanting to make for quite a while. I do think I will try and make like a trivia series. I don't know if I'll be able to do it as often as my character analysis videos or my top lists, but it's been something I've been wanting to do for a while, so I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope you're looking forward to more videos like this. And I will be doing a character analysis next. I'm planning on doing Fukawa, so just a heads up on that as well. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you real soon.
Subscribe to Weeby News for more hope-filled videos.